Wednesday morning. And let me confirm to you, today is the 6th day in the month of June 2023. And of course, welcome to Sport Today on your Super Dial on 103.5 FM. And in case you don't know, we are broadcasting live from the city of Ibadan. Yes, this is Sport Today. And you know we give you the best coming from the world of sport. And this morning we give you stories coming from the tennis ground. Also, we talk football, talking about the Nigerian Premier League. And not to forget one of the biggest a match that will be coming later today in the UEFA Conference League. These are many more stories that will be coming up with this beautiful, lovely Wednesday morning. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. Of course, you can simply call me Purity, your sport investor. And definitely, I will not be the only one in the studio this morning. Of course, I have you at the other side of the radio. Definitely, you can join the conversation. Yes, you can join the conversation on our social media platform on Facebook on 103.5 FM. And of course, you can call in and let us know what you think about the match that will be coming later today. Definitely, I have Damilare in the studio. And definitely this morning, we'll be doing justice to several issues coming from the world of sports. Damilare, good morning to you.
Very good morning to you too. How are you doing, bro?
Definitely, I'm fine. Like we said, we have a big match that will be coming later today in the UEFA Conference League. A big one between West Ham coming from England and, of course, another team from the Italian Serie A, talking about Fiorentina. A whole lot of people have been talking about that particular match. Definitely, it's going to be an interesting story. First, let me know your take about the two teams going to the final.
All right. So first, right now, I do feel like Declan Rice.
Okay.
So yeah, we have Declan Rice in the finals of the Conference League, and definitely I'm going with Declan Rice and his team. I'm also a big fan of Thomas Susek.
Okay.
So I'm rooting for West Ham to take this because England is definitely taking nothing except they get the Conference League.
Okay.
They take nothing from Fiorentina. Bonaventura is a very fantastic player. They have a very, very fantastic team and a very good coach at that. So. But then, I feel like Declan Rice.
Okay, apart from that, this season has been so brilliant from the team coming from the Italian Serie A. In the Champions League, we have Inter Milan. They'll be going against City from England also. And in the UEFA Europa League, we saw Romans in the final also. Definitely, there's a massive improvement coming from the Italian side. So, is it that tactically they're getting it right when it comes to football in Italy?
Well, I feel like the shift happens every now and then, and we've had the era when AC Milan was very dominant in Europe, all up until when they had that drought.
Yeah.
And there was a time when Juventus was winning the league as if it belongs to them.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, those teams woke up. Napoli, AC Milan won the league. First it was Inter, then AC, then now it's Napoli. And take nothing from that league. Next season, I wouldn't be surprised if a certain Roma goes all the way to win. So it shows that there is a level of competition that has increased in that league. Just like what we see in England too, the competition is very high, except the fact that it's Farmers League for Pep is Farmers League.
Okay. Away from that, just talking about the match that will be coming later today between West Ham and, of course, Fiorentina. If you take a look at the form of West Ham side this season, it has been up and down for them in the English Premier League. Last season, we saw what they did in the level of playing, and of course, they got several impressive players into the team. We are expecting a bigger performance from them in the league, but then they are not giving us that performance. Going to the final, judging from their past, results prior to this final, are you giving it a win to the West Ham side?
Well, I feel like the English side should have this. I don't know, they shouldn't have it easy, but then they bring a very high level of competition into this, because if you consider the team they are going to play, definitely I would say, okay, with this type of team. But then you have been seeing West Ham all through the season. West Ham has been here and there. And I feel like they've been replaced by Aston Villa this season in the league. Yeah. They've been replaced by Aston Villa. But they are in the final and they will give it all. This is their last game of the season, so play your best.
So many people have been talking about the Italian, winning the first edition with Roman and Jose Mourinho. Are we seeing another Italian side winning at this particular edition again.
This is football.
But don't you forget that Fiorentina, before this final, they won their game against Sassuolo by 3-1, and a game against Roma, Jose Mourinho Roman side, they won that game 2-1. Also against Inter Milan, which was a very brilliant performance for them. Also, they gave a very decent result against Inter Milan, although they lost that game by 2-1. Against Torino was a 1-1 draw, and of course against Basel in the semi-finals of this competition, which they won 3-1. So, if we judge by their past winning record, it shows they are on a top. Form this going to the final.
There is something that I'm always careful of when analyzing football. Domestic form can never be related to European form,
yeah.
Because you are playing with somebody who has no respect for you, someone who doesn't care the crop of players you have in your team. You understand? So they will just come and play you like they want to play another team. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was okay. Look at what happened between Man City and Chelsea in the final. But since then, Chelsea has not defeated Man City. In the league. It's as simple as that. So I'm sure Fiorentina is going to bring their A game. Same with West Ham, and let the best team win.
Okay, talking about the league form, domestic form to the European form. If you take a look at West Ham, their last game against Leicester City, which they lost by 2-1 in the league, and of course the last game against Brentford also, they lost that game 2-0. But when it comes to European football, which in the semi-finals of this competition, which they won both. They lost at home. They lost away from home, and of course they got their win right there at the Amex Stadium. So, if we check compare the form between those two sides, it shows that Fiorentina has a very perfect winning rate ahead of West Ham.
Definitely, but just like West Ham versus Leicester, somebody is fighting not to die. So you expect the person to fight like die, and that was exactly what happened with Leicester City. But then I would just agree that if we put it on paper, we would say we'll give it to Fiorentina. Number one, history is on their side. They won the first edition and that. But it is a fair game when everybody plays with 11 players. Okay,
let me put you on the spot. Your prediction for the match between West Ham and Fiorentina?
2-1 in favor of West Ham.
2-1 in favor of West Ham, says Damilare. Guys, you can join the conversation on our Facebook platform on 103.5 FM. Also, you can call into the studio 09151035555. Again, 09151035555, or you call 070 48001035. So let us hear your bites and what to think or what to predict between West Ham and Fiorentina later today. All right, you still want to sport today on your super dialer on 103.5 FM, and definitely we're still talking sport. And away from football, let's take some tennis stories. I must confirm to you, the French Open still continue, and yesterday we have some interesting game. Novak Djokovic up against Karen Khachanov. Ended in a victory for Novak Djokovic, 6-4, 7-6, 6-2, 6-4. Elsewhere, Carlos Alcaraz against Stefano Tsitsipas. What an interesting match, I must confirm to you. 6-2, 6-1, 7-6 in favor of Carlos Alcaraz. So definitely Novak Djokovic will be facing Carlos Alcaraz in the semi-final. And in the female category also, interesting result. Elena Sabalenka was in action yesterday, and definitely I must confirm to you, she got a true straight set, 6-4, 6-4. Interesting stories are coming from tennis this morning. All right, Damilare, let me put this to you. A French Open has been so brilliant this season. We saw a lot of upset, and also the semi-final is set between Carlos Alcaraz and, of course, Novak Djokovic.
Well, Gone are the days when Djokovic was a straight win.
Okay. Are you saying Akara is going to defeat Novak Djokovic, considering the fact that Djokovic is building on a career just to match the biggest player when it comes to tennis?
Well, I feel like Djokovic is just a step behind that biggest player.
Yeah.
One, but then these days we have a crop of new players bringing in their A game, and I feel like, okay, where were all these guys when I was actively following this tennis? Like, sometimes I just see something like, when did you start playing?
Yeah.
But
a lot of shockers.
The shockers are beginning to get more. The odds, go and ask the betting sites. The odds are no longer in the favor of anybody.
Yeah.
But then Djokovic is experienced, he's a veteran in the game, and he's not a learner on this particular platform.
Okay.
Because this particular platform where he's playing, he's a pro there. And Alcaraz is also going to come and show him that I'm not a walkover. Yeah. But I feel like Djokovic is the top gun, and Alcaraz is the underdog.
Alcaraz is currently the world #1 when it comes to tennis.
He's still the underdog. He's playing Djokovic.
And a lot of people have been rooting for him. Even before this tournament, he has been brilliant. Top form this season. Even last season, he gave us brilliant performance.
Let me ask you one question.
But now you're calling him an underdog.
Let me ask you one question.
Okay.
When Manchester City was playing this season, just sorry for taking it back to football.
Okay.
Was playing Madrid this season.
Yeah.
Who was in form? Who was in form?
City, of course.
City.
Yeah.
But who was everybody calling the underdog?
City. Okay. Now I get your point. So you're calling Alcaraz an underdog, but then we will be expecting that brilliant performance at the end of the day. Not forgetting that Djokovic is still a veteran when it comes to this competition. And in the female category also, a big match will be coming on later today. World #1 Iga Swiatek against the brilliant American Coco Gauff, which promised to be one of another biggest game as far as French Open is concerned. What are you expecting from that game?
Okay, in this case, give it to the #1.
number one. Iga Swiatek, definitely. And also, Osjabon will be on a clay this evening also, because definitely one of the only African we have representing us right there at the French Open. We'll give it to her at the end of the day. She has been so brilliant as far as this competition is concerned. Alright, away from tennis this morning, let's take some football stories, and definitely this time around we'll be getting back to Nigeria, and we'll be talking about the Nigerian Premier Football League match day 3, and we continue today. Remember, in match day 2, Bedden Insurance against Sunshine Stars of Akure ended in a draw. Rivers United against Remo Stars in a 2-2 draw. Also, Enyimba Football Club of Aba up against Lobby Stars of Makurdi ended in a defeat for Lobby Stars. And later today, 3 matches will be decided. I must confirm to you, 2 p.m. Nigerian time. It's going to be the battle between Bedden Insurance and, of course, Enyimba Football Club of Aba. Also, Remo Stars against Sunshine Stars of Akure, the battle of the stars. And later in the evening, it's going to be the battle between Lobby Stars and Rivers United, the champions of the Premier League. Don't forget that Enyimba are still topping as far as we concern after 2 games with 4 points, followed by the champions Rivers United with 4 points, Remo Stars with 2 points, Bedden Insurance with 2 points, also Sunshine Stars of Akure with just 1 point, and Lobby Stars of Makurdi with 1 point. So later today is going to be a battle. Definitely interesting stories are coming from the Nigerian Premier Football League. And one of the biggest games that will be coming down later today is going to be the battle of the Stars, Remo Stars against Sunshine Stars of Akure. Damilaya, I know you don't really follow the Nigerian football because of some things that have happened in the past, but then I must tell you that a lot of improvements when it comes to the Nigerian football this season. So definitely the battle of the Stars, talking about Remo Stars, Southwest Derby, we can call it, Akure, and of course a team from Ogun State. What are you expecting a draw. Just look at him.
I'm from Ogun State.
You're from Ogun State.
So I don't care what Akure is doing right now. Ogun State takes it and takes it all.
Ogun State takes it and takes its toll. Definitely we see what will happen in that game. Abidemi Insurance still remain unbeaten as far as this season is concerned. Although in this Super 6 they've not lost any game and they've not won any game. So 2 draw from 2 games, and they'll be facing the guys from Aba later today, talking about Enyimba Football Club of Aba, which promised to be another biggest game later today. And Lobby Stars against the defending champions Rivers United are definitely a whole lot of talking points coming from that game. So away from Nigerian football, let's go back to Europe, and definitely we are in a transfer season and a lot of our stories are coming from a transfer now. You see a lot of players trying to go to Saudi Arabia. I don't know what is going on. Probably me too. I will join the train. I will go to Saudi Arabia. What about you?
Why you say Saudi is the new big 6? That's where the money is. You know, first it was China.
Yeah.
Then it was MLS.
Yes.
US. Now it's Saudi.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi is trying to bid for the World Cup.
Okay.
So they need to get this crop of players in order to have prestige enough. Because really, what am I looking for in Saudi? But now the money is there, the oil is there. So
Yeah.
Benz has gone to drive his Benz there.
Okay, let's break it down a little bit. Let's start from first. It was Cristiano Ronaldo that made that big move to Saudi Arabia, and ever since then, a whole lot of attention has been popping to Saudi Arabian football. Even on social media, we saw a lot of followers. Following Saudi Arabian leagues. Before it was the likes of Igalo, Ahmed Musa, and all that moving to the Saudi Arabia. But now we are seeing even big players are leaving Europe to join Cristiano Ronaldo. Is it because of the Ronaldo factor that people are just pumping into the Arabian league?
Very good. I like your question because I've wanted to say this severally that before Ronaldo made that move to Saudi, I know a couple of good players, even in the team where Ronaldo plays. I've known Talisca for a while. I've been following that player. I know how good he is. David Ospina is in that league. David Ospina keeps for the same Al Nassr where Ronaldo plays.
Yeah.
So before Ronaldo, but then Ronaldo is a big guy.
Yeah, okay.
When you talk football, few names that come to your head before you mentioning 5 names, Ronaldo comes up.
Yeah.
So Ronaldo is there, one, and the competition is not so high. Let's be sincere. Forget that Al Nassr did not win the league.
The league, yeah.
But the competition is not so high for Ronaldo. And I like the fact that Big Benz is now there.
It's not going there.
It's going head to head.
Yeah.
With Ronaldo. So there will be a level of competition because when they play, you at least look at Big Benz against
Ronaldo. We never can tell. Messi can still decide to join. The train. But big one coming from Chelsea. N'Golo Kante also is on the news, and although it's still a rumor, we never can tell, but he might be on his way down to Saudi Arabia.
I'm going to show you a video where we are done with it. So when I finish showing you the video, when it comes to Chelsea,
yeah,
I feel like it's a farce. It's just a joke.
Okay.
But then I feel Kante is suffering from what almost every top player eventually suffers from, injuries.
Your injury. Yeah.
Kante was awesome.
Life of the party for Chelsea.
Up until the injury became persistent, and before you see Ansu Fati now, our number 10 is suffering because of injuries. So it's sad. But then big one, if Kante goes, let him just enjoy money. He has tried.
So definitely, Saudi Arabia Football League will be so interesting next season.
Yeah, sure.
If we eventually see all of you guys make this move, including Lionel Messi, will you like to see Messi in the Arabian League?
No, I won't.
Why?
Because I want him to come to Barca and teach those boys like Ferran how to score goals.
You are being personal now, but then we're talking about even the offer that is coming to these guys is very massive.
Sincerely, I want Messi to come to Barcelona for just 1 year, and I want him to play like a player coach. There's something Messi puts
into the team, just like he did in Argentina.
Exactly. See our crop of attackers, they lack. The most creative one is Dembele, and he's creative just for himself, not even for the whole team.
For the whole team.
You understand? Lewandowski needs to understand how to get the goals. You are a prolific scorer, but you need to get these things right. Okay. So Messi needs to come to that team, teach Dembele how to be a supplier, teach Ferran how to be a footballer. And then help us send away Eric Garcia. Okay,
away from that, let's go back to England, and we'll be starting from Chelsea this morning again.
Okay, Chelsea.
Kai Havertz might be making that move away from Chelsea.
You should go to Bayern.
You should go to
like a Bayern player. You should go, please.
McAllister might be joining Liverpool.
Like, I was shocked to hear that because I don't know what's Brighton's plan. Who will play 10 for them next season?
One thing about Brighton is that they give up. I mean, they give out their best player,
Yeah,
and they'll bring someone else that will fit into the formation and tactical approach of that team. But then McAllister, after winning the World Cup, do you think is a big move for him going to Liverpool?
Of course, it's a big move. Liverpool is a big club, regardless of whatever they played last season.
Okay.
Regardless of the fact that they are not going to Champions League, Liverpool is a big club, and it is very good that Alistair is taking that move. Of course, he's going to enter that team.
Definitely, we have a whole lot of players in that Liverpool team. A lot of competitions.
For the position of 10,
okay,
where Alistair,
the playmaker in the team,
the playmaker role, I feel McAllister will just need a few games to convince that he should be the starter.
Okay, another trending issue that has been so controversial in this summer is one Harry Kane. A whole lot of teams have been, battling for his signature. Real Madrid, one of the top teams. Looking forward to get Harry Kane from Tottenham Hotspur.
Did you see what Sergio Ramos said? But then take that aside. I feel like this move is long
overdue. Yeah.
I don't know if Kane still has it.
Kai Walker left Tottenham and he has won 13 trophies right there with City. So is it the right time for him to just leave Tottenham?
Time? No.
Okay.
Good time. Yes.
So we wait and see what will happen at the end of that saga. So definitely, I'll be impressed seeing Harry Kane leaving Tottenham for good, and in fact joining Real Madrid for good. Honestly, one of the biggest news that came later today was the one of although we're talking about rumor, definitely until we confirm the story. Harry Maguire might be making a move to Tottenham Hotspur.
Legend, the best of the best. But then until it is here we go, I don't believe until it is here we go.
But then, do you think making that move will be positive for Tottenham?
Yes, it will be positive because you have legless. You have singlet, and then you are going to play Maguire with him. It's fantastic. Both of them are ball playing defenders, and you will suffer for taking that decision.
Okay. Okay, away from transfer stories, let's go through the camp of Villarreal and this morning, and of course it's no more news that our own Samuel Chukwueze has been announced as the best African player in Spain. I think I have my reservation when it comes to that. I don't know why Spain is trying to create another award for African players. When they release the best team of the season, we are talking about why don't we have an African player in that best team in the Spanish La Liga. But now they came up with this award for African players alone. And we keep talking about discrimination and the whole bullying in world of football. Did you encourage having a separate award for an African player in a league?
Bro, let me be sincere with you. It is there. It's always going to be there.
Okay.
We are not white, we are black. We always see us as black.
Yeah, always see us as black.
We always see them as white.
Okay.
Now, when it happened in Syria, had that Kra, whatever long his name is, won the player of the season. There was debate everywhere.
Yes.
Osimhen. And Spain doesn't want to be in that league. You understand?
Okay.
In order to recognize the fact that Chukwueze has been brilliant this season, and then they just want to appease the gods in Africa. That, okay, you people too take something.
Yeah. That's just my point, because I think in the English Premier League we don't have a best African player in the English Premier League. I don't think I've had something like that. But then in the Spanish La Liga we have something like this. So congratulations to him. I think he's still a good one, at least in Nigeria. Claiming that award. Damila, honestly, I must appreciate you for coming to the show and joining us this morning. Thank you for being part of my work this morning.
You're welcome, bro.
All right, guys, it's time to say our BYE on the show. But definitely tomorrow is another day when we'll be giving you the update coming from the ever exciting world of sport. My name is Ayomikun Adeni. Of course, you can simply call me Purity, your sport investor. Don't you forget to follow us on Facebook on 103.5 FM and join the conversation. What is your prediction between West Ham United and of course Fiorentina later today? Until then, stay out of the trouble. I'm out of the studio.